thank you for having me. I'll be brief. Chris Alexander, Louisiana Citizen Advocacy Group. We've had a lot of people contact us in support of this legislation. Just a couple of brief points. My understanding is that the Biden administration, along the lines of what Ms. Andover said, is negotiating an agreement with the WHO right now that at least purports to bind the United States, and they're calling it an agreement instead of a treaty in order to bypass the constitutional requirement that the Senate ratify it. So they're trying to get around that constitutional requirement, but I believe they are in the process of entering an agreement that purports to bind us. So particularly under those circumstances, I think this legislation is a very important assertion of our sovereignty, of our constitutional sovereignty. These international groups seem to know no bounds and really do not self-limit their reach. So I think this legislation is very important as an assertion of our sovereignty, and as Senator Presley said, the fact that nothing can be implemented or carried out in this state without the ratification of the people who were elected to represent us. We think it's very important, and we strongly support the legislation, and I appreciate your time.
Good. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Allen.